In Austin, I saw pause. My eyes crawled to a table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Roll dice and rolls of life. Love deprived, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, focus reflected. Off the mirrors appear clear, gritted from ear to ear. Craving and raining and grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our work is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you conceive.
Boom, yes it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. I'm your host, Matt Clark, and today it is Tuesday, voting day. And if you didn't get a chance to vote, I did. That's why I'm running a little late. Had to go to my voting station, taking advantage of my ability to vote, as you should, because, one thing my dad made me promise a long time ago is that he could not vote till he was in his 40s. So he said, son, always make sure that you get a chance to exercise your right to vote, because I did not have one. So, that being said, last night, man, I tell you what, our Thunder team, I love our team. Okay, first of all, I love our team. But it's reminding me, we were talking about this last night, it was reminding me of back in the day when we used to crush people in the early 2000s, 2011s, when we first got in with Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, Harden, Ibaka. We were killing them with Steven Adams. But that first few years, we were smashing everybody. And it's so funny, the Commander Randy right now, we're laughing because, it's funny because he and I used to just get wasted because the game was over with in the second quarter. Third quarter, you knew they're going to come out and play a little bit. They're not playing the fourth quarter. And by the time it was over. So, and I noticed last night there was a lot of empty seats because I think people have gone from us just not being very good to, we're kind of getting there again to, man, we're really good to, man, they're going to kill this team. Why am I going to waste money and go there? But you still should support the team. And that's how the Commander and I feel, that you should support your team. We have one. Come out anyway. And, even if you stay to halftime or you stay to the third quarter, whatever, come out and support your Thunder. So last night the Thunder took care of the Pelicans. That's an understatement. It's 137-101. The game wasn't even close. The Pelicans are not very good. Okay? They're not very good at all. The Thunder are now 43-9. The Pelicans 12-41. The Pelicans were 10 for 27 from 3. The Thunder 27 of 55. We shot 51.6% from the field. They shot 43.9, 42 rebounds to 45, and of course points in the paint. That's not right. Thunder and Pelicans, as far as the bench scoring, we outscored them. What do we outscore them? We outscored them 66-33. Yes, 66-33. They should have 33 on there. Not. Let me change that. That's just going to drive me nuts. I hate it when my stats are wrong. But when you get in a hurry and you're trying to get everything done, you tend to go through things a little bit faster. Let me see. Where is it at? Thunder fourth quarter. 66-33. Yeah, there we go. I hate it when I do that, because I get in a hurry and I do my stats and I don't finish up something because I'm overlooking it because I'm in a hurry. And I don't get a chance to actually finish up and do what I wanted to do. And it doesn't come out right. It drives me nuts. But, that's what you get when you are in a hurry. Instead of taking your time and going over and doing it the way it should be done, then you won't have to worry about making those mistakes, kids, in the future. When you're doing it, that's what you need to do. So anyway, there's the score. 66-33 was the deal for that. But points in the paint, pips, we outscored them in the paint 50-40. 20 turnovers to their, they had 20 to our 11, And then, of course, 66-33, which is, we don't outscore teams very often when bench scoring, okay? That just doesn't happen very often, but we got the chance to take care of business, and I like what I saw from our Thunder and our whole team, even though we left. God, when we left, I want to say Randy, the commander, and Kimberly left before Jennifer and I did. Ace, you need to move on. Move. Go. 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 He's sorry, my dog is being needy today. We went and I took him voting with me. He got to sit in the car and he got to go with me now. He's like, oh, dad. So he's all about me right now. So whatever. Anyway, and here are the overall stats from the game. Chet, 25 minutes in the second game. Got 3 more minutes. 4 for 10. He was a lot more aggressive. You can see that he was moving way better than he was. Now, the first game I did not get a chance to go because I had to work, but on last Friday when he showed up. But I liked what I saw from Chet. You can just see that he's a lot more active. And, of course, 5 blocks. We had 8 total blocks. He had 5. Okay? It's just nice having him back. And then I don't know why people keep trying to dunk on him. I don't. Just give that up, homie. Y'all not going to dunk over my boy. Anyway, Chet, 2 for 5 from 3, 6 rebounds, 1 steal, 5 blocks. I just hate the fact that he thinks he can handle the ball. That just drives me nuts too. Handle the ball in the open court. When you get people coming at you, give the ball up. Give the ball up. He does not have the skills that Wemby does as far as ball handling, but I do like our guy. J Dub, 25 minutes, 6 for 11, 3 for 4 from 3, 1 for 2 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and like I said, we were talking about this the other day, 16 points. Nathan Taylor and I, YNB, he and I were talking about this the other day on After the Storm, that what's going to happen when Chet comes back. I said, he goes, scoring's going to suffer. I go, not SGA's. It's going to affect anybody. It's going to affect J-Dub. That's what it's going to affect. Because now you've got Aaron Wiggins playing well. You've got Dort doing what Dort does. And, only when he's shooting 6-7 times a game, and we've said that. So you got Aaron Wiggins coming on. You got Caruso playing better. So those points are going to affect J-Dub. It's not going to affect SGA. SGA is going to do what he does. And that's just how that works. And also, iHeart is going to affect his deal in rebounding. I'm glad that he got 13 rebounds. But offensively, 3 for 6, 13 rebounds, 6 points. I liked him doing his double-doubles, but it's going to be harder for him to get double-doubles anymore because of the fact that Chet's going to be in there rebounding number 1 or Chet's going to be scoring. So, iHeart, you're going to see his numbers fluctuate between scoring going down and then rebounds going up, the scoring going down, or scoring coming up, rebound going down, because you've got another big in there rebounding with you. So that's going to make a difference with him. SGA, 31 minutes, 10 for 20, 4 for 9, 7 for 8, 31 points. Oh, what a shock. SGA played more minutes than J-Dub. Coach, are you feeling okay? Minutes manager, you doing okay? I mean, playing SGA, one of the top 2-3 players, if not the MVP in the league, you're playing more minutes than a guy who's not in your top 40? Wow. I can't believe that. What's wrong? You feeling okay? But SGA, a bounce back game from what he had the other night. He played terrible the last 2 games. Let's just face it. He played terrible Friday. He played terrible against Memphis before that. He did not play good 2 games in a row. Lou Dort, 25 minutes, 2 for 7, 6 points. I don't mind that. 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Like I said, I don't mind Dort shooting shots. 7 threes, I'm okay with. I don't want him shooting more than that, but he needs to be going 3 for 7, 4 for 7. I would prefer 4 for 7, but I'll take 3 for 7. Okay? 2 for 7 is not bad, but I'll take 3 for 7 all day, every day from Lou Dort, because that means he's making some good points and he's not turning the ball over, trying to go out and do a bunch of things, because you see turnovers were at 0. Why? He wasn't trying to make plays. I don't want you making plays, Lou. Give me some defense. Don't make any stupid fouls. And shoot the wide open 3 when it's available, because I know SGA threw a ball last night. You're coming to the basket. Why? He's throwing it to the corner where you're supposed to be. Stay your ass in the corner and just shoot threes so we know where you're going to be. Come on, man. And then, of course, Jay Will, 23 minutes, 0 for 3, 0 for 2. And I'm gonna say this to the fans: 10 rebounds. Quit booing Jay when he shoots. He's our player, and I know you're frustrated with him, but he's one of our players. Hey, is that you, Nathan?
Yes, sir.
Hey, brother, why'd you say something?
Oh, I was just waiting on you, man.
Yeah, I was looking at the other screen. I wasn't. I looked over and I was like, wait a minute, what? What the hell did he come from? How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I was. I didn't do the show last night. There was, dude. It wasn't even a game, Nathan.
That was a blowout. Blowout.
I mean, I like I said at the beginning, it reminds me of the 2011, the 2010, 11 through 13. But the only good thing about it now, Nathan, is that Kimberly is now married to the commander, and Jennifer goes to games with me, so I don't have to we don't get drunk. That's the only good thing about it.
Well, you shouldn't do that anyway. I'm just saying.
Okay, tipsy. Is that better?
Either way.
What's wrong with getting tipsy?
Well,
It's like getting jiggy.
Well, first of all, the doctor told you a long time ago you're not supposed to be drinking. So
No. I'm drinking. I only do 3 beers.
oh God, here we go.
The ultras.
Semantics.
It's ultra. All I do is pee.
Is it alcohol?
Not a lot.
Is it alcohol?
Not a lot.
I'm gonna be like Jim Traber. Answer the question.
Leave my boy JT alone, man. Anyway, Jay Will, they're booing him, man. I don't like that, Nathan. What are your
I don't
thoughts?
like it either. He's a good man. He's a good kid, man. He's playing hard.
He's back to taking charges again, though.
Yeah, and he took a shot in the face from Zion last night, which was a BS call, by the way. Took a shot in the face.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, man. Woo.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, interesting stat last night. I thought was kind of cool. Everybody on the roster except for Jay Will and Hartenstein hit a 3. Do you know that?
Well, Jay Will was 0 for 2, and Hartenstein did not shoot.
Right, but everybody else on the roster, not just the starting 5 or the normal rotation. Every single one of the players who dressed out last night hit a 3.
Okay, let me see. Chet 2 for 5, J-Dub 3 for 4, SGA 4 for 9, Dort 2 for 7, Flagler, your boy
1 for 5,
1 for 4.
Yeah, 1 for 4.
Dylan Jones 2 for 4. God, did you see that shot he shot last night?
Oh yeah, from like 3-4 feet.
It was like Jennifer looked at me and she goes, "What the hell was that?"
Mm-hmm.
Nathan, it wasn't even close.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't even. I'm like, bro, come on.
I mean, even your 2 boys, Carlson and Duke, has hit 1.
Yes, I see that. Okay, let me see. K. Rich 3 for 3, Carlson 1 for 1, Caruso 4 for 7. He was stroking it last night.
Dude, last 2 games he's been playing.
Yep. Aaron Wiggins 4 for 7, and even Dukas 1 for 2. And my thing with Wiggins is, you look at his stat line. Okay,
Wiggins
9 for 13, 4 for 7, 2 for 2, 24 points, and he's really come out of his slump.
Yeah, dude, he is the player we thought he was.
Yeah. Well, you and I have always been unhappy with him from the very beginning.
For sure.
We just never understood why he wasn't playing.
Right. And see, and I know this point was made on the After the Storm a couple weeks, maybe a week or so ago, and you disagreed with it, and I still do, and I think you still should, because he's not as good a player, but
As Cam?
Yes. And if he could turn into the 4th scoring option on this team.
Yes.
Very easily.
Yes. I'm like I said. Remember when he was going 2 for 24? I think it was from 3. And I said that I don't mind that, because if you're going to miss and go through that, do that now.
Well, and I know everybody can have a hot night, and, anybody can, as White Man Can't Jump says, sun shines on a dog's back.
Yes, it does.
But here's the thing, man. What's the list of people that have hit 40 points in an NBA game? I mean,
It's long.
It's long, but not as long as you think.
Not for the Thunder.
No, well, I'm just talking about in history. I'm sure there's a lot of guys.
Oh, there's a lot of dudes, man.
But just think about that. That's all the guys in the entire world.
Yeah, there's a lot of dudes. That's not that impressive.
But still, that's something. I mean, if you're a fringe rotation player, though, that's something that you can be proud of.
100%. No, I'm not taking away from the accomplishment. I'm just saying than the overall scene of like how many guys. A lot.
No, it's a lot. Yeah, for sure.
So, but on the Thunder,
I mean,
there's probably in the history of
I think 7, 8.
that's what I'm saying, between the Supersonics and the Thunder, maybe 8. Let me see. We know SGA.
Sean Kemp hit 40 probably, right?
Yeah, you got Sean Kemp, maybe Kerry Payton.
What
You
about
had
deadlift shrimp?
Deadlift Shrimp. You probably had oh God, what's his name? Downtown Freddie Brown. You probably had KD, of course. Harden probably. Well, I don't know if Harden did it for the Thunder. I think he did it for. I don't think he did it for the Thunder. Russell, I'm sure, did it.
Oh yeah, Russell.
Yeah, because remember he had 40 points on 30 shots. Because remember he was talking. He was talking about how he killed Pat Beverly, and Beverly's like, yeah, you had 40 on 32 shots or something stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, if I had 32 shots, I'm gonna get 42, which is probably true. HGA's done it multiple times.
Did Chris Paul do it while he was here? Do you remember?
I don't know if Chris did it or not, Nathan.
I don't know either.
I don't know if he did it or not. But what I was saying with the Thunder last night, Nathan, it's just I didn't even do the show last night because it was like the game was over in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Literally over in the second quarter. It was over.
It was.
It was
up by 22 at halftime, right?
Yeah, it was. I mean, listen, I don't mind us, winning games. Don't get me wrong, but I hate blowouts. There's nothing to talk about. I mean, we basically came out and punched them in the face. They kind of wobbled a little bit, played a little bit, and then we went, bam, okay, we got you with the left. That didn't take you out. How about the right? Oh, it's not. Let's jab you in the face a couple times and get you wobbling. And then all of a sudden they went to the corner and just covered up. That's what it looked like.
I don't know if you had mentioned this yet or not, but franchise record for three-pointers made last night by a long way.
27?
27 threes. Yeah. And then I saw something else kind of interesting last night, too. The Thunder have had a 20-plus point lead in the last 6 games.
Yeah. And almost lost it in Memphis because of his lineups.
Yeah. Oh, God, don't even start on that game. Oh, my God.
Yeah. But how about this? How about SGA playing more minutes than him?
SGA played more minutes than
him? Yeah. I just
didn't even play the fourth quarter.
No. Neither one of them did, but I just laugh. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You're playing a guy who's one of the top 2-3 players in the league, less than a guy who's barely in the top 40?
Oh, you're saying J-Dub played more minutes than SGA?
No, SGA played more minutes than him. But the night before, remember against Memphis, he didn't put SGA until 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I'm like, who the hell are you? This guy, he ain't the guy, man. I'm sorry. He gonna cost us.
I had somebody holler at me this morning, and they said, man, the Thunder are doing really, really well. And I said, yeah, I know. Just imagine how good they'd be if they actually had a decent coach.
Right.
And she's like, what?
It's really, the problem is people look in the peripheral. They're not, all they're seeing is us winning. It's like last night I was talking about this. At the games, it went from when Chris Paul and him left, we went through the transitional phase to nobody coming. Okay. To, we've got a kind of a decent team, and then people start kind of slowly coming back into the deal. And then now we're winning and people are coming, but then they leave. It's like, it's a bad game, we're going to kill that team, we're so much better than them. They don't show up. You know what I mean? But I've had so many people, Nathan, talk about, oh man, I wish I hadn't given them my Thunder tickets. Well, that's your problem.
Right.
You did that. You want me to feel sorry for you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm not feeling sorry for you. Sorry, you gave up your tickets. You gave up your tickets. It had nothing to do with us. So,
right.
But here is our next 10 games, Nathan. We went 8-2 in our last 10.
Yeah, pretty good.
So we have the Heat Wednesday.
Let me get this up right quick. Okay.
We have the Heat at home Wednesday.
I think we win that game, don't you?
Yeah, and then we have at the Wolves on Thursday.
That could be a tough game.
That's going to be a tough game. And it's going to be on TNT.
I would say 50-50 on that.
It's a 50-50 game.
Yeah, probably mark it down for now.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 game. And then, the problem is, do we play Chet? I said last night or yesterday, we don't play Chet on back-to-backs. Especially
that's
now.
That's the last game before
for the All-Star break.
All-Star break.
Yes.
That's tomorrow's Wednesday?
Yeah, we play the Heat tomorrow. Yeah. We play Heat tomorrow, then we play the T-Wolves Thursday. And so
I would play him in the Heat game and not in the Timberwolves game.
Yes.
You want his confidence to be
right.
Going in.
Well, I don't want to take a chance of him getting hurt on back-to-back either.
Well, yeah, but if you pick one of the two games to play him in, I definitely play him against the Heat.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So then we don't play again until the following Friday against the Jazz in
We
Utah.
could definitely win that one.
And then we come back, and then we go to Minnesota on Sunday, and then we have the T Wolves again on Monday on back to back. Now I say you play Chet at the Jazz. You do not play Chet at the T Wolves. You play Chet at home against them here.
Yeah, I think that's probably right. I say I don't know. I think we probably go 2-1 against the Wolves. Maybe. What do you think?
Yeah. It just depends. It depends on the others. You know. Now that go ahead.
If Kaysen is back, gives us a better chance.
If Kaysen is back, I think we have a 70% chance of winning. I think if Kaysen is not back, it's 50-50, 55-45 us.
Because you got to have multiple guys you can throw at Edwards.
Yeah. You got to have Dort and Caruso and Kaysen and Wiggins.
And Wiggins,
Yeah. So then we have the Wolves. In this first 5 games, which we play the T Wolves 3 times, we should be a minimum of 3-2.
Minimum 3-2, probably go 4. Hopefully go
4-1, but minimum 3-2. Then we have the Nets at the Nets, and then we on the 26th. Then we have at the Hawks, at the Spurs.
I think all 3 of those are wins.
Well, the Spurs, remember they beat us without their 3 of their top.
They got it. I mean, you got to win that game.
Well, you got to, but they're a lot different. They're a different team now.
Well, they got Fox, right?
De'Aaron Fox.
I don't know, man. I still think you're better than that team. You got to beat that team.
Yeah, now I agree. We should beat them, but that's still a question mark. It's going to be ESPN. So it's so funny. We play. This is crazy, Nathan. It's crazy. So we play at the T Wolves on TNT. We play at the T Wolves on ESPN. On a back-to-back night, we don't play, and then we play the Spurs on ESPN.
Yeah, they want that Chet Wembanyama matchup.
Yeah, of course they do.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Because man, we talked many times. Those 2 hate each other. They hate each other.
They're not fans.
No.
I don't think they subscribe to each other's social media.
They despise each other.
Yeah, I had unhealthy relationships with people too.
Yeah, well, I mean,
that's what I'm gonna call it.
I mean, Chet knows, dude. I mean, he knows, right? He knows Wembanyama's a better player than he is. He knows. He's not stupid. So.
Well, he's not going to admit that.
No, and that's what I'm saying. It gives him more fire when he goes up against him. Like, hey, let me prove these people wrong. You know what I mean?
And one thing about the Thunder, Nathan, they really try to help Chet get off.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
get him in the game.
I think he had a pretty nice game last night. I mean,
he looks a lot better.
I mean, those blocks. What do you have? 5, 6 blocks last night?
He had 5 of our 8.
Yeah, and what do you have? 12 points.
Or 5 or 6
something.
Let me see what was Chet. Let me pull it back up. Chet was 4 for 10, 2 for 5 from 3, 6 rebounds, 5 blocks, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 12 points.
Pretty good line for him.
Yeah, he had 4 points the first game, so he's really.
If he could get back to the 20 and 8 and 3,
which is where he was in the beginning.
Yeah, that puts us. I mean, that's about as best as we could hope for, I think, right?
Yeah, because like I said, like I told you, the person scoring is going to affect is J-Dub. That's who it's going to affect. It's not going to affect SGA.
No.
That's going to affect J-Dub.
Which I'm okay with.
Yes. And because you got...
honestly, if you notice last night, I mean, I don't remember the first game when Chet came back, but like last night, I feel like J-Dub played a lot looser. You know what I mean? Like
less pressure.
Yeah, he's hitting his shots. He's not turning the ball over as much as he used to because he's not trying to do too much. I feel like when Chet plays, and obviously SGA too, but when those two play together, then it takes a lot. I mean, like the other guys, they just you talk about that all the time, how they just relax and play.
Well, the other night he didn't play SGA with that group hardly at all with Chet and SGA. Chet and he didn't play him at all. But I think it's funny
Did you like those rotations last night?
No. Last night was a little bit better. My deal is this: why aren't you playing Dylan Jones? He gives J-Dub the best lineups anymore. He doesn't put SGA with the best lineups anymore.
how he started. Did Chet start last night?
Yes.
And Ihart did too?
Yes.
Okay. So I kind of like when Ihart and Chet play together, and then he rotates in J. Will with Chet. And,
Yeah, Randy and I talked about that. Commander, we go, hey, because last year, how much, Nathan, did we gripe about that?
Oh, yeah.
When are you going to play them together?
Well, and I think what he's trying to do, and I could be wrong, but I think what he's trying to do is keep Chet from having to guard the 5.
Yes, he's keeping Chet at the 4, yes.
Because they don't want to bruising down there with big dudes getting hurt again.
I agree.
Yeah, which I think is a great idea. I mean, I'm all for that.
I'm not opposed to it either. But I'm going to say this. Why is Dylan Jones playing?
Well, I mean, lack of personnel probably.
No, you don't need him to play. I mean, think about this. You've got SGA, Jada, Caruso, Dort, Ihart, Chet, Wiggins. You have that 7.
Well, let me ask you this.
K. Rich. No, hold on. K. Rich, 8. J. Will, 9. Why are you putting him in? You don't need him in rotation.
But who would you rather have bring the ball for, other than J-Dub and SGA? I mean, maybe Caruso.
Well, who brings the ball up is either everybody brings the ball up. K. Rich,
Yeah, and
J. Will, not J. Will, but
I'd rather have Dylan Jones bring the ball up than about half of those guys.
Okay, over who? Rick Wiggins over K. Rich?
Dort, K. Rich, Chet. I mean,
well, not over Chet. Bringing the ball up the court as long as he's not pressured. If he's pressured, then no.
He does. When Chet brings the ball to the floor, if you notice what he does, he doesn't really pass the ball when he brings it up the floor. He goes straight to the basket every time.
Or tries to.
And he tries to. Either he loses the ball, he makes the shot sometimes, but he gets swatted, or he gets a foul, or he loses the ball.
Yeah, the problem is his handles have never been as good as people try to portray him as. Right. And like they said, he's a unicorn. I watched him play. I go, that dude ain't a unicorn. What the hell are you talking about? Where? How?
He's just a good player.
I said, Wemby, that's a unicorn.
Yes.
But also Wemby worked out with Jamal Crawford working on his handles.
Mm-hmm.
But no.
Yeah, so, I mean, because Dylan Jones is a point guard. So I would rather have him bringing the ball up the floor and facilitating when SGA is not on the floor.
Right, no. I don't want him on the floor at all. What I'm saying when SGA is not on the floor,
yes.
Then you remember, here's the lineups when SGA is not on the floor. It's J-Dub, it's Caruso, it's Dort, it's Ihart, and it's K. Rich or Wiggins.
Yeah, I think you need to switch out Dylan Jones and put Caruso back in SGA.
But he puts Dylan Jones with. He can't put Dylan Jones with J-Dub. You can't have two liabilities playing together. Can't do that.
What I think he's doing, and I think maybe he's just keeping the rotations because those are AJ Mitchell's minutes.
Yes.
And I think he's probably keeping that rotation the way it is until AJ gets back.
Okay, but AJ doesn't rotate with SGA. AJ Mitchell is the point guard with J-Dub, not with SGA. Yeah. They conflict. Because they both have to have the ball in their hands. So AJ Mitchell and SGA kind of, they're kind of in conflict a little bit. SGA, because I remember when they first played together, AJ was taking the ball, and SGA's looking at him, and then AJ realized, oops. And I don't need the ball in my hands. I need to give him the ball. I need to play off the ball. And AJ Mitchell is a guy who plays with the ball to create for others. And when he's with SGA, he has to be the person who SGA creates to. So there's a difference. That's like when we get Topic next year. To me, you get Topic back. And, we were talking about this last night. When you get Topic back, he is a poor man's SGA. It's what he is. Okay? Mm-hmm. But when you have him on that second group with him, Jada, Ihart, Caruso, and Wiggins, that's a nasty 5.
It is.
But then when you come in and you've got SGA or Dort, you don't have Dort with that. I'm sorry, you have Jada, Topic, Dort, because you got to have a defender on there. Ihart, and probably, God, who would the other be? Probably Wiggins. or Kaysen, whatever. Because in the other group, or Caruso, because in the other group you're going to have SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Wiggins, Chet.
Mm-hmm.
And some of those guys will play the double side, whether that's Caruso or whether that's Wiggins or Kaysen. So you have the double group there with that. But now you've got a ball handler. And because Ihart and J-Dub play well together, I think.
Yeah.
And then I think Chet and SGA play well together. You see what I'm saying? Because after last year, they bond a lot better. And then you got J-Dub and Ihart bonding together in that second unit, if you really want to call it that. But that's what I call it because that's the unit when SGA is not on the court.
Right.
And then when J-Dub comes out, when J-Dub goes to the bench, I call that my third unit. Well, because it is. Because I'm not putting J-Dub in the third deal. He's the second unit when SGA is off the floor. But what I'm thinking about Dagnall is, dude, how do you play a guy when you're a -3 with SGA off the floor, on the bench, and you play somebody more minutes than him? What does that tell you as a coach? If you're playing somebody, your best player sits and you are a minus with your team with him on the bench. And this guy was like, well, he's trying to prepare for the playoffs. I go, okay, well, how are you preparing for the playoffs if you're still a minus with him off the bench, with him on the bench? How is that helping you?
Right.
I'm sorry. If you're a minus without him, hey, Burgess, afternoon. You know what I'm saying, Nathan? Help me.
No, it's not. It's not helping at all.
I mean, you go, well, they get to play each other. I said, once again, it's not helping you if you're still a -3 and you're playing him on the bench and he's not playing, then what's the deal? I said, name me one superstar in this league that sits for 7 minutes at a time in a quarter.
The answer would be nobody.
There would be nobody but SGA because he has the cooler as the coach. So that's how that works. Let's take a quick break, then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the Thunder shooting percentage, and we're going to talk about the All-Star break, and we're going to talk about the All-Star teams. Take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, SRB. If you have needs for engineering, surveying, and planning, hit our guys up over there. They love to be able to take care of you. And if you have needs for your water treatment plant in your city or county to be taken care of, those guys would love to come in and do you up and take care of you. Oak Grove Trucking, if you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, he's about to add a new truck. So, hey, come on and hit my boy up. He'd love to take care of you over at Oak Grove Trucking. And then, of course, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
The bank that makes things happen.
Yes, they're an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC. Proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. And by the way, we're going to be going to my nephew's restaurant, Genofia's.
Oh, nice.
I went and had a sandwich there today. Oh my God, dude, it's pretty good. Yeah, I had a Philly cheese. It was really tasty. It was really tasty. So I need to go back and check it out. It's right across from Douglas High School, right there on 8th Street. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go into the main bank, which is where we always go, at 401 M, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma. Even though we can never get Carson Wright to come on the air with us, I mean. Well, did we get Joe to come on?
No, I don't.
Or does he just walk by and make a comment and then keep going?
Just walk by.
And we had the Commander on last week, which was good. And then, of course, YNB East, which is off the Parkway and 66 on 39th Expressway. YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YNB Parkway off Garth Brooks and I-40, just south of I-40, right there on Garth Brooks, right in front of the hospital. Cannot miss it. And then, of course, YNB Peoples, located in Bethany on 23rd, between Rockwell and MacArthur. And go and see my boy Joe. He'll take care of you. And then, I'm sorry, my boy Eddie. I tried to slide that by you. And then, of course, M Grove Clothing.
You did.
Jonathan Beakey Triplet, 405-332-8787. If you've seen how good Kendrick Perkins looks, this is the reason. He takes care of Kendrick. Kendrick does look a lot better in his dress, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He looks tons better. He really, really does. He looks better. Okay, our boy Burgess said, do we feel that Wiggins is on track to have a better trajectory than J-Dub? Thoughts, Nathan?
No. J-Dub's an all-star. I mean, shouldn't be, but he is.
Yeah, I don't, Burgess, I don't think Wiggins, no. I don't think he's on a better trajectory than J-Dub. They have a lot of similar traits, but he's a way better 3-point shooter than J-Dub is, I think, consistently.
Yeah, for sure.
Consistently. He's trying to do a lot more things, going to the basket and making more moves and becoming more offensively minded.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if he's on a better trajectory to get better, I think, and be like Nathan said, be our fourth guy behind SGA, Chet, J-Dub. He can be that fourth scorer, which we're going to need in the playoffs.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll say that. But a higher trajectory, no, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. But that's also the Thunder feel J-Dub has a better trajectory than the SGA, so probably they might think that. I don't know. I don't know how those people think like that over there in that place, but whatever. We're 43-9, so what am I to say about it? I mean, you know what I'm saying? We're 43-9. Okay, here is the shooting percentages updated after last night. Rashawn, all this Wiggins talk playing against the Raptors and Pelicans is laughable.
Yeah, he had 41 against who was it?
Raptors.
Against the Raptors.
Yeah.
Well, he had 26 against Memphis, right?
Yeah, but I'm with you, Rashawn. But I'm just saying he's playing better and he's playing with confidence.
Yeah, the guy can shoot. I mean, and he can defend.
Yeah, he can defend. He's always been able to defend, but now he's scoring. But I want him to shoot more.
He shot 50% from three.
I know that's what I'm saying. I want him to continue that. I don't want him to try to go to the basket and try to make plays. I don't want him doing that. Like last night when Dort ran from the corner and SJ threw the ball to the corner thinking Dort was going to be there and Dort's trying to come to the basket. The hell you doing? Keep your ass in the corner. Shoot threes. Okay, SJ.
Let's be honest about it, though. Wiggins has a little bit better handle and
oh, no doubt. But I'm just saying, what I'm saying, Nathan, when you're trying to make plays and you're going out of what you're capable of doing, that costs you in the playoffs because of possessions.
Yeah.
I don't want him doing that. Catch the ball, shoot the three. If you can cut to the basket, when you're trying to go behind the back and trying to make moves, keep your ass over on the side, make some threes. Okay, SGA, 32 points a game, 52% from the field, 35% from three. He's back down, bro. He's at 89.9 from the free throw line.
I'm okay with that.
He's fluctuated between 90 point. It's kind of funny. I know that's kind of funny. We're making fun of a guy that's shooting 89.9%. Yeah, you're going down. Yeah, that's terrible. J-Dub, 21.1 points, 47% from the field, 35 from three, 77.9, so 78% from free throw line. Chet, 15 points a game, 49% from the field, 37% from two, 75% from the line. Your thoughts on Chet?
Oh, I mean, he still needs to be brought back into the rotation, and he'll get it. He just, I'd say, come along easy with him. Don't try to get it all done in a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we're playing. We got a lot of. That's the advantage to having depth. You can bring it back slowly.
Yep. He had 24 minutes. He went from 22 to 24 minutes. So.
Which I think is about right for the next probably 7 to 8, 9 games.
Yeah.
Don't play him over.
If we don't really need him, if you don't really need him, don't play him.
Right.
Don't go to 30 unless you need it. iHeart, 11.3 points a game, 56% from the field. Still 0.4. Still has not made a three.
What about the rebounds? Where's he at on the rebounds?
iHeart, let me see. Hold on.
He's got to be over 10, right?
Hang on. Let me get there. I didn't do those stats.
Because that's how you judge him, because that's what we brought him in for.
Okay, iHeart is averaging. Where is he? 12 rebounds a game. 11 points, 12 rebounds.
Where's the
4 assists.
Where's no? I mean, I think those are about perfect numbers for him, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yep. He's averaging a 3.1 offensive rebounds a game. And that doesn't count the ones he gets his hands on.
Mm-hmm.
Which he got his hands on several rebounds last night. That he got his hands on several rebounds last night. Wiggins, 10.9 points a game, 50.2 points. Excuse me, 50.2. I can't even say it. He's shooting 50% from the field. Let's just say it that way. I was trying to do something else. And then 38% from three, 85% from the line. All really good numbers.
Yep. Great numbers.
Yep. Dort, 9.8 points a game. 42% from the field, 41% from three, 82% from the line. We like it. The only thing killing us in that top group of people who play is Ihart is 64% from the free throw line. Joe at 73. Everybody else is high 70s, middle to high 70s. Caruso 78%. Chet 75%. J-Dub 77%. And you go from there. So, and Caruso, of course, is shooting. I like what I'm seeing from Alex. 6.1, 40% from the field, 32% from three. His numbers are going up all the way around.
If you look at the last 2 months, I bet his 3-point percentage is over 50.
Yeah. He's doing really good, I think. And then here are our team stats for the year up to date. Nathan did them this morning. We're averaging 117 points a game. That's now fifth. We were sixth, so we're now fifth, okay? 104.6 points per game that we're giving up, which is number one in the league. I know, what a shock, right? Rashawn says, "What are your thoughts on facing Kerr in the first round?" I don't like facing him because he outcoaches Dagnall.
Yeah,
But they're not going to beat us no matter what. Not in seven game series.
I would rather have them than the Mavericks.
Well, remember, Gafford went out with a sprained knee last night.
You mean AD? Didn't AD go out?
No, AD is out for 4 to 6 weeks for his groin.
Oh.
And Gafford went down last night.
Oh, interesting.
So Rashawn, I'm not overly. I don't want to see the Mavs, and I don't want to see them because they understand what Dagnall's weaknesses are as a coach, and they exploit us. So I don't want to see anyone in the second round. I don't mind so much because now you've gotten all the jitters out of your system from getting past the first round. If we make it to the finals, then that's a total different story. Because that pressure is completely different. But anyway, field goal percentage, Nathan, we're number one. 50.9 is what we're giving up. 3-point percentage, we're number one. 33.3. The free throw percentage, I don't know, is that a factor? We're number one in making free throws, but the opposing, they shoot 75.9 against us. Is that a factor? I mean, do you
I go more off the attempts than I do the percentage, to be honest with you. Because we're giving up a lot of free throws per game, aren't we?
Yeah, but still, they're not making them. Mm-hmm. So it's who you're fouling.
Like Zion last night, I think he missed 4 in a row, didn't he?
That's what I'm saying. It's who you're fouling. Okay.
Yeah.
You're fouling the wrong person is different. Like we're fouling Draymond, not Steph.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a little different, even though he makes his free throws, but still, that's kind of the equivalent. Assists, we're fourth. We're only giving up 24.1 assists per game, and what that means is that we're keeping other teams from making plays because assists are plays that you're making for your players in order for you to succeed. So we're fourth in that. Pips, points in the paint. We're now 12th now, Nathan, in scoring pips in the points in the paint. And we're number one in giving them up at 41.5.
That's pretty good.
Steals, once again, first, 11.4. And then we're only giving up 6. Like we have 11.6 turnovers. This is what I was trying to say the other day. This is what the crazy number is. We give up, we have 11.6 turnovers a game, Nathan. 6 of those are steals. Okay, which means you're taking care of the basketball.
Right.
That's what that means. I know it looks weird because you have 11 turnovers and 6 of them, 6.7 are steals. Yes, but we're number one, which means you're really taking care of the basketball. You're only either getting the ball taken from you or throwing it to somebody else 6 times a game. That's not that much.
No.
That's not that much. And us, on the other hand, we're taking it away 11 times. And then, of course, averaging 17.9 turnovers a game, which is going down. We were at 18, now we're down to 17, which I don't know how bad that is. But
that's okay.
yeah.
All right.
And offensive rebounds, guess where we're at?
15,
23rd.
23rd.
Yeah, we're only giving up 11.8. And remember, guys, last year we were 30th and 29th. And now we were already down to 23rd. And we've dropped a 2 since Chet got, or 1 since Chet got back. So we're now 23rd. So we need to be around, and it's gonna be hard to get there, Nathan, because there's only so many games left. So we need to really be around 20th, 21st, around 10 offensive rebounds a game, 11.1, something like that. That's where we need to be. Second quarter points, we're third in giving up second quarter points, 26.8. We're second in fourth quarter points at 25.4. So those are good stats right there.
Yeah.
Those are really good stats. What are your thoughts? Here's the All-Star breakdown. None of the players like it. I'm not sure if I like it, but it's better than them running around shooting a bunch of shots and not playing. So nobody really likes this All-Star format, but it's something. They're trying to do something. It's like if you guys would go out there and fucking play and quit being a bunch of little punks by shooting threes and not going hard, then maybe they wouldn't do it like this. But what is your thoughts on the All-Star game? And Rashawn and Burgess, your thoughts on the All-Star game in the format, Nathan?
Oh, interesting, something different. Not a huge fan of it, but it's something different.
By the way, have they determined who is going to be coaches for Shaq and Barkley and Kenny?
I don't think so, no. If they have,
because they said West and East, and we know that, but which team are you coaching?
Right.
Because I know that Dagnall wants to coach Kenny's team because that's the team that J-Dub is on. But that's also Kenny Atkinson wants to coach that team because he's got Darius Garland and Mobley on his team, Evan Mobley. So I want to coach my players just like I'm sure Dagnall wants to coach, but he doesn't want to coach SGA.
No.
He don't coach him now.
No.
So what are y'all thoughts on that? Rashawn says, I'm putting money on Barkley, and Burgess says, I'm an old-fashioned East-West days. I'm with you. Nathan?
Yeah, no, I kind of like the old format, to be honest with you, because, I don't know. I just like it better.
Yeah, but the problem is nobody's playing. They're not playing hard. That's the point. That's why they're doing this different.
You know what I'd like to see?
Last year was a travesty. Giannis is out and Trae Young is in.
I kind of like the target score. Did they do that 2 years ago? And they didn't play for only one quarter, but at least they played. You know what I mean? Like in the fourth quarter, started playing defense and things like that. But I don't know. We'll see, man. It is what it is. I mean, I don't think I don't know. You'll never get it back to what it used to be.
You don't think?
No, because the players are different nowadays, man. They're just different. Like,
it started with LeBron now. That's what it started with.
Yeah, back in the day, they played. They really took it as an honor. You know what I mean? And now it's just kind of like, yeah, man, I got to go play on my vacation. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
this is
young. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. The young what? Go ahead.
So the young guys. I mean, obviously J-Dub's pretty pumped, I'm sure, and a couple of the first-time guys. Like Bankero, I'm sure he was pretty pumped. But like LeBron.
This is Bankero's second.
Well, I'm just saying last year.
Oh, okay.
But like the older guys, KD and LeBron, they just.
But Bankero didn't make it. That's right, he didn't make it.
Last year, no.
Last year, okay, yeah.
Yeah, last year he did. So like the younger guys that have never done it before, that's probably pretty cool for them. But the older guys, they just don't seem to care.
Rashawn says that Mitchell, Cat, and SGA care about playing. Well, SGA didn't care about playing last year.
Who was the first one? You said
Mitchell. Yeah. This is my thought process, guys, and I'm gonna get y'all what y'all think. Even you, Nathan. I've talked to you about this before. But here's my thought process on the deal. Do it like baseball did. Because they didn't care about the All-Star game, but then all of a sudden it went for whoever wins the All-Star game gets the home field advantage in the World Series. So to me, do the same thing with the NBA. Whoever wins the All-Star game, your conference gets home court advantage. Regardless of what your record is, you get home court advantage.
I mean, I guess.
What's your thought?
I mean, I guess it gives them something to play for, but I mean, if the guys, the All Star break, I honestly think I wish they move up the All Star break a little bit because
They can't do that because of football.
man, that's true.
Can't do it because of
Okay.
football.
Well, the reason I say that is because you're 3/4 of the way through the season already, and some guys know they're not making the playoffs already, so they don't even care. You know what I mean? Like, who cares about that? I'm not making the playoffs.
Okay, but first of all, no, I don't. Yeah, SGA did score 30 last year in the All-Star game, I know, and Cat was ridiculous, Rashawn. But what I'm saying is to make the All-Star game worth winning, because if you're on the West and you're the Thunder, you think the Thunder don't want to win the deal to have home court advantage? You think that Cleveland doesn't want home court? You think the East, the Celtics, because look, just between the Celtics and the Cavaliers, they have 5 guys.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I just saying like some of the other.
Well, actually, between the Celtics, the Cavaliers, and the Knicks, they have 3, 5. They have 7 guys out of the 12 from those 3 teams.
He's like, well, we ain't winning.
I understand that, but KD is going to want to win for the West. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
He's not going to want to go, okay, now I'm going to go out here and jock around. No, we want to win. We want to make sure we get, because I mean, this is our side. The Western Conference wants to win over the East. But when you look at the East, you think they're going to want to come to play? When you've got Cat, you've got Donovan Mitchell, you've got Darius Garland, you've got Mobley, you've got Brunson, you've got who was the other one? You've got you got Jason Tatum, you've got Jaylen Brown. You think they don't want to win?
Oh yeah, they will.
They're going to want to win because they know one of those 3 is going to be have home field advantage. You think one of them is going to want to win? Yes. In the West, you think SGA ain't going to be rolling? You think Jokic ain't going to be rolling?
Yeah.
You think Wemby ain't going to be playing hard for them? Come on, man. Yeah, they will. And by the way, congratulations to Cade Cunningham. I'm really happy about that. But that's what I'm saying, guys, is have the All-Star game have some meaning behind it. Have something to play for. Right now, they don't have nothing to play for. Like you said, Nathan, they're taking a vacation. They're getting what? They're going to pay them, what was it, $500,000? I'm like, I'm making $45 million. I'm making $38 million a year. Do I care about $500,000?
No, they don't.
I mean, yeah, that's a nice bonus. My wife is going to take that and go shopping with the kids. I mean, come on, man. Yeah. Here, baby, take this. Don't bother me for a while. Here, go spend that. Go take the kids. Go spend that. You know what I'm saying? They're not. The money doesn't motivate some guys when they're making that much, but you got to give them something. And I think baseball did that by saying whoever wins the All-Star game gets home field advantage. That matters.
Yes, it does.
And it just does. But I think you got to do something. But this format going 3-2, or to me, the other format is this: have the international stars play against the NBA stars.
Yeah, I don't like that very well.
You know why not?
No, I don't know, man. I mean, there's a lot of. I don't know.
Well, I mean, think about this. You'd have SGA, Jokic, Siakam, Wemby, Şengün. Who else did you have? Well, Giannis didn't play, but he would have played. That's 6. From that side.
Jokic.
Huh?
Say Jokic.
Yeah. Right now, you got.
I don't know if I like it because I don't think the USA got that much of a chance.
Well, the USA will win in the beginning.
Maybe.
Hey, Rashawn says, OKC sure didn't care about the $500,000 during the in-season tournament.
No, they tried to win that game.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. He started. Why did he start Isaiah Joe over Kaysen? You just won 9 out of 10, 5 in a row.
Dude, it's the coach.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the coach thing. I'm sure the players cared, though.
Yeah. The players cared. It was the coach. What he did just messed it up. But
he just, yeah. I mean, don't tell me that those guys sitting on the bench didn't want to win because they did for sure.
Yeah, the guys on the bench wanted to win.
I mean, you don't think AJ Mitchell wanted a cool $1 million?
$500,000. $500,000. Yeah.
Yeah,
those guys, those rookies. Kaysen, he wanted $500,000.
Well, yeah, so did Dylan Jones.
Dylan Jones, Karras, who else they have? Dukas, who else? All those guys wanted that. What's our boy's name? Flagler. They all wanted that 500,000.
Dude, I think I've seen that shooter in parentheses. I think I've seen him hit like 2 threes, and I think he's probably missed about 30 of them.
But he's unbelievable during in the G League.
Well, so was Lindy Waters. But,
True. Where's he at now?
Lindy? Where is he? Who did he get traded to? He got traded from Golden State, so probably Miami. Was he in the Miami?
No, I don't think he's Miami.
You sure he wasn't?
Rashawn says players weren't taking threes like it didn't count. No, Rashawn, he just played the wrong lineup. He got us out of sync.
What I do like to see during the All-Star game is I like seeing Steph pull up from half court and just nailing those shots.
Yeah, but that's not, I understand that, but that's what they're doing. That's what they think people want to see.
Well, and I think it's funny, too, when Dame tries to do it, too. And I'm like,
well, I understand, but what I'm saying is that's why they're doing it because people like you like it. That's what you just said. You just said I like seeing it.
I do.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's why they're doing it because people like you like it.
I have no issues with it. To me, it's an exhibition that's not really doesn't mean much anyway. So
right, but that's what I'm saying. It turned into that. It didn't used to be like that.
Yeah, no, but and that's what I was saying about the different era of players. Like you probably have different eras of fans too, because you're a different kind of fan than
yeah, but the fans don't want to see it either.
I actually kind of like it.
What do y'all think, Chad? Do y'all like it? Rashawn, do you like it? Burgess, do you like it? Do you guys like it? People who are...
Well, let's preface that with age, okay?
Okay.
Because...
Why do you always got to go back to the age? The commander and I don't like
because
it.
It's
you're trying to say because we're old, we're purists.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying. You're saying we're old.
I didn't say you're old. I said you're purist. I agree with that. But yeah, well, I mean, you kind of are old. But... yeah, no, it's just different. It's like different generations, you know. They like
yes.
the thing. It's like the younger generation. They can't wait 5 seconds for something. They got to have it right now.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, just be patient. You know, it's fine. But then, no, got to have it right now. My internet's so slow, it's horrible. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Well, I didn't even have internet when I was a kid, so go figure there.
Well, I'm going to talk about it. I had a 12-inch black and white TV that we had to put in the kitchen, in the dining room, because that's the only place we could get reception.
You had the telegraph, right? Isn't that what you had when you were a kid? Where you tap the thing and it goes like
okay,
Nathan.
Somewhere? Okay, Nathan. I had a bag phone. I had a bag phone.
You had a bag? Ooh.
The cell phone had a bag phone.
When you were like, what, 25?
I think I was older than that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you had the little telegraph when you were like younger, right?
I did like the pager though. People didn't like the pager.
I had a pager. I had a pager.
I like the pager. Pager
I thought it was kind of cool. Had my little chain, my little chain hanging off my pager on my belt.
Yes. Oh my God, how far has technology come? And I was so happy when I got my first car phone.
Oh my God, dude. Well, of course, you got your first car phone like probably 20 years before I did. But,
I got my first car phone in 1990, I think is when I got my first car phone.
Cell phone in 2001.
Well, Randy's dad had a car phone.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. I'm sure Clarence
had a car phone. I can't even imagine what that cost.
Oh, dude, back then? Oh my gosh, crazy.
Can you imagine what that cost? We need to ask the commander how much that cost.
Well, here's the thing, dude. It's Clarence, and I mean, I never met Clarence.
Love it. Great man. Yeah.
And I've heard that. I mean, if I had to assume what I think Clarence would do, if he's riding down the street and that phone rings and he pushes the button and it doesn't work, I bet you he takes that thing off the receiver and starts beating it against the dash.
It was a rotary phone. It was a rotary.
Yeah.
Just watch that thing.
I messed up. Now I got to start all over.
Oh, the good old rotary phone. But just you had the one in the kitchen. The one in the kitchen had the extra long cord on it.
Yeah, because
so you could go around the corner.
When you get calls from your girlfriend, you can't be standing in the kitchen talking in front of your family, right? So you gotta go around the corner and like hide behind the door and lay on the floor.
Yeah, it had the extra long cord, man. You talk all soft, but the problem is your parents had they had a phone. Your parents learned how to pick it up without you knowing, where they could listen to your conversations.
Yeah. Oh, dude, when I was a kid, we got the internet line, right? Dial up.
Oh my God, AOL, loved it.
Yeah, and I got lucky because we had an extra line for the internet, right? Well, that extra line was also my phone line in my room.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so I could, you know, if I want to talk on the phone, and my dad used to get so mad at me, he'd always be on the internet, and if I want to talk on the phone, I just pick up the phone and it would kick him off, and then hang it back up and then dial again. Then he couldn't get back on. He was so, oh man,
No, see, we couldn't get away in the black family. You couldn't get away with that, bro. No way. No way. No way. Kicking your dad off the phone? Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, well.
Oh no. Oh hell no.
What does dad have to do? He doesn't have to talk to females. He lives with him.
Burgess said he used the rotary phone at my grandmother's house. Thanks, bro. Thank you for that at your grandmother's house. Thanks, Burgess.
You want to hear something?
Thanks, bro.
So my in-laws, my father-in-law is 83, my mother-in-law is 79. So because their house phone has messed it up and it wouldn't work. And I said, well, let's just get rid of it. She's like, well, we got to have a house phone. I'm like, why? And well, what if I'm trying to, because my brother-in-law and my father-in-law, they don't know how to use cell phones. So they don't even have it. And so she's like, well, what if I need to call them when I'm out? I'm like, well, they don't even know how to answer the phone either. What is that? And she's like, well, so she's dead set on getting one, right? So I searched high and low for home phone coverage. And I finally settled on this Vonage thing. It's like home phone over the internet thing, and you just plug it into your internet deal. And it was a fiasco. It's a fiasco.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just like, I hadn't had a home phone in 25 years.
Yeah, it's
ridiculous.
Yeah, because it's so funny. Go ahead, Nathan. Sorry.
Now, my parents don't even have a house phone anymore, which is saying something because they're in their 80s too.
Yeah, nobody has a house phone. I mean, it's hard. I mean, you still have a landline if you've had one, but I don't know if you can keep it because ours was through Southwestern Bell and AT&T.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know who has one now.
Well, my in-laws have one. Other than that, I don't know.
So your in-laws.
I mean, the bank has one.
Oh, dude, I still can't believe that Burgess said that I used a rotary phone at my grandmother's house. That's cold, man.
You didn't?
That's cold.
I mean, you did though, right?
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
My grandmother, but this is what's funny, Nathan. So when our head coach, Jim Killingsworth, left, okay, I'm on the beach. This is on spring break. And I'm in LA. And I'm sitting there reading the paper, and there's an article about this big. And it says, I open the sports page, I get there. I'm like, wait, what? Oklahoma State head coach Jim Killingsworth leaves. I'm like, wait, what? What just happened?
Yeah, yep.
And so I have to go to my friend's house and call collect. Had to call home collect to find out. And then my parents were like, oh, don't worry about this. Nice coach Eddie Sutton came to the house and you're transferred to Arkansas.
Oh.
My coach left as soon as he found out about it. He got on a private plane and flew to Oklahoma City.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That nice coach, that nice guy, Coach Sutton, he's a really nice guy. You're transferring. It's like, wow, okay. There was no answers back then. But anyway.
Well, it's like when Barry, Pat always tells the story when Barry won the Heisman Trophy. I mean, they didn't even know until, the next day or something like that, right?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's technology, wonderful thing. All right, brother. Anything you want to talk about? We got to get out of here. I got to go beat up these kids, man.
No, man, I'm good. I'm good. That's
right.
Great.
All right, that's my guy, Nathan Taylor of YMB. Appreciate you, brother. And then tomorrow night, we have the Heat. So hopefully we'll be able to do the show tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because, or hopefully not. I mean, do we want to blow them out and get rest everybody for Wednesday?
I think it'd be really cool if they got that highest point differential in NBA history. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. Why don't you tell everybody what that is, Nathan?
Basically, the average of how many points you score versus how many points you give up.
Yeah. Right now we're right there. Are we right there on the edge?
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know. I think we were a little bit above it last time.
Yeah. So, all right, everybody. Y'all have a great day. Try to stay warm. And remember, weather coming in tonight. So, everybody get your groceries, get all your stuff, get home, get safe, take care of your dogs. If you have dogs, bring them in the damn house. If you're going to leave them outside, then go grab some hay and put some hay in their dog house so they can have somewhere to keep them warm. Don't leave your dogs out in this, people. I mean, it's ridiculous. Of course, my dog has a queen size pillow top bed, he's fine. But
Yeah.
you know.
And a TV. And a TV.
Yeah. Well, no, he does not have a TV in his room yet. I need to get him one because he watches Pit Bulls and Parolees in the living room TV. But he doesn't have one in his house, and when I'm gone, he stays in his bedroom. So I need to buy one of those little, what, a 27-inch, whatever, one of those little $150 TVs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they
Yeah,
are.
dude, you can get you a 42-inch for like $150 now.
Well, whatever. You know, just put something in his.
Deserves
Well,
at
I
least
don't.
that because you have to put up with you.
I gotta do what?
Yeah, I said he deserves at least a 42-inch because he got to put up with you.
When am I coming to the bank? Thank you.
Probably never now.
All right, my brother. That was my guy, Nathan Taylor of YMB. Appreciate you, brother.
Yep, absolutely, man. Talk to you later.
And everybody else in the chat, appreciate you guys too. Remember, stay warm tonight, stay in.